All right, so in this example, we are going to look at combining these two terms. And we have to be very careful because when I look at this, I see a minus sign in between those two terms, these two polynomials, which means that that's a minus 1 times this, which means I'm changing the sign of everything inside. And how we do that is we distribute a negative 1 through to here, to there, and to that one too. All right, so I get negative 1 times 5, which is negative 5b, negative 1 times negative 5, which is positive 5b cubed, and negative 1 times positive 3, which is negative 3b squared. Now we bring down b squared minus 3b to the fourth plus 4b minus all of that. So now we're going to combine like terms. All right, so if we look at our terms, we see a b squared here, b squared, where do I see another b squared? Oh, right here, minus 3b squared. That's b squared minus 3b squared. And that's a 1b minus 3, which is minus 2b squared. Now the next set of like terms is a minus 3b to the fourth, and no other b to the fourth. So we're just going to bring it down, minus 3b to the fourth. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to look at plus 4b. Is there another b term? Yep, minus 5. Okay, so that's plus 4b minus 5b, which becomes negative 1b. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And then we're left with this last little only 5b cubed. So 5b cubed. Now, to finish the problem, we have to put it in standard form. Which, to put it in standard form, start with the highest exponent, which is 4. So that's negative 3b to the fourth. Next one after that is a 3, so 5b cubed, so plus 5b cubed. After that, we have the next after 3 is 2, so negative 2b squared. And then finally, leaving me with minus 1b. And there it is in standard form. All right, for this one, and again, I need to be cautious of it to simplify this one because of the minus sign right there. If you remember, that means minus 1. So I'm going to distribute a minus 1 and distribute yet again. So that's negative 2n to the fourth. Negative 1 times negative 5 is plus 5n to the fifth. Oops, let me clean that up a little bit. Okay, 5n to the fifth. And then negative 1 times positive 6 is negative 6. Bring down the rest of it. Negative 5n to the fourth plus 5n plus 6n to the fifth plus 7. All right, so now we're going to combine like terms. So negative 5n to the fourth, we're going to look for another n to the fourth. N to the fourth, and there we see it's n to the fourth. So I have negative 5n to the fourth minus 2n to the fourth. So negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7n to the fourth. Then I'm going to look for any more n terms. So are there any more n terms? Nope. So he's all by himself, so nothing to combine him with. So we just leave him alone. Then we move on to 6n to the fifth. N to the fifth, n to the fifth. Oh, right here. So I have plus 6n to the fifth plus 5n to the fifth. 6 plus 5 is plus 11n to the fifth. And now we see that, hey, I got a plus 7 and a minus 6. So plus 7 minus 6, well, that's plus 1. Now we got to put it into standard form. So the highest exponent among all of my terms is the n to the fifth. So I put that whole term first. So I have 11n to the fifth. Now we move on to n to the fourth, which is right here. So minus 7n to the fourth. There's no n third, there's no n cubed, so we bring down the plus 5n, and we leave off with plus 1. And we're done. All right, for this example, we need to combine these two polynomials again, and now we see that there's a minus sign in between. So you got to remember that means that right there, that's a minus 1. All right, so that means that's a -1. We're going to distribute -1 through. And really all that does is change the signs to the opposite of whatever they are. Negative times a negative is a positive 7r to the fourth. Negative times a negative is a positive 6r squared. And -1 times -5 is positive 5r cubed. Now we bring down the other leading polynomial, which is -7r cubed plus 7r squared minus 2r minus r to the fourth. And then we have all of those. Now we're going to combine like terms. Let's look. Is there another r cubed term? Not here. Oh, right there. So we take -7 r cubed plus 5 r cubed, which is -2 r cubed. Next, we are going to tackle my r squareds. Is there another r squared? Certainly is right there. So I take plus 7r squared plus 6r squared. 7 plus 6 is plus 13r squared. All right, now I have minus 2r here. Is there another just r term? Nope. So I have minus 2r. Now let's check for r to the fourth. Yep, right there. So we take negative r to the fourth plus 7r to the fourth. That's a -1 plus 7 is a -6 r to the fourth. So I've combined all of my like terms, and now I need to reorder everything into standard form, which is highest exponent first. Highest exponent is this, -6r to the fourth. Next, after 4 is 3, so minus 2r cubed, and then we have our exponent of 2 next, so plus 13r squared, and then our last guy, minus 2r. And we are done. That is simplified and in standard form. And now we need to name the degree of each polynomial. So we got to find the highest exponent. The degree is the highest exponent. All right, so that means we take 5, 4, 3, and there's a 1 there. Got to be careful. And then 2. And the highest exponent among all of those is a 5. So this is a 5th degree polynomial. All right, in this example, we need to name the degree. So we look at our degrees. 1, this is 2. I can actually put an exponent of 1 right there, and then 4. So 2, 1, and 4, between all of those 3, 4 is the highest. So we'll call this a 4th degree polynomial. And that's it.